Hello. Welcome to this multiple choice quiz.
言語知識、文法、読解。
It's time to test your JLPTN5 grammar knowledge. Let's get started.
スーパーでリンゴ、スペースみかんを買いました。
A,
は、
B,
も、
C,
と、
D.
か。
Can you think of the correct answer to fill in the blank? What did you choose? Correct answer is C.
と、
I bought apples and oranges at the supermarket. Let's now analyze the given answers. First, let's look at the answer A.
は、
Here,
は、
used to mark the topic of the sentence. Example.
リンゴは美味しいです。
As for apples, they are tasty. Here use of
は、
is not correct. Since we are not making apples the topic of the whole sentence, we are listing two items that were bought. So using in the middle of a list sounds unnatural and ungrammatical. Saying
リンゴはみかんを
would imply you are talking about apples doing something to oranges, which is not the case. It is a misplace of topic and not for listing items. Now let's look at the answer B.
も
Here it is used to express also or. 2. For example,
リンゴも買いました。
I also bought apples.
も
Could be used if you were listing things separately to emphasize that each was also bought. Example, alternative style.
スーパーでリンゴもみかんも買いました。
I bought both apples and oranges. However, that structure requires both nouns to be followed by mo, which is not the case in this sentence. Now let's look at the answer D.
か、
Here,
か
is used to show alternatives or choices. Example,
コーヒーかお茶を飲みます。
I will drink coffee or tea. This sentence is not about choosing between apples and oranges. It's about buying both, so
か、
would incorrectly suggest
スーパーでリンゴかみかんを買いました。
I bought apples or oranges at the supermarket. Which one? We don't know. That changes the meaning entirely. Now let's look at the answer. C.
と、
In Japanese, the particle
と、
is used to connect nouns when you want to say and. It shows that both items are included together, not one or the other. You use
A と B。
when you want to list specific, concrete items and clearly indicate that both or all of them are included. This particle functions like the English word and, but it is used exclusively with nouns, not with verbs or adjectives. The key point is that you are naming items specifically and exhaustively, meaning that only the items mentioned are being referred to. For example, in the sentence,
リンゴとみかんを買いました。
I bought apples and oranges, the use of
と、
tells the listener that both apples and oranges were bought, and nothing else is implied. Hence the completed sentence is,
スーパーでリンゴとみかんを買いました。
I bought apples and oranges at the supermarket. Scholastic. Imaging the knowledge. Scholastic.teachable.com